A sitting president posts a video depicting a former president and first lady as apes in a jungle. His own party tells him to take it down. The White House initially defends it as fake outrage. And then, 12 hours later, it disappears.
Wait, this actually happened? The President of the United States posted something like that?
Thursday night, just before midnight, Donald Trump's Truth Social account shared a video. It was roughly a minute long, promoting conspiracy theories about the 2020 election. But near the end, for about 1 second, former President Barack Obama and Michelle Obama appear, with their faces superimposed onto the bodies of apes in a jungle. "The Lion Sleeps Tonight" plays in the background.
And the White House defended this.
At first, yes. Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt called it an internet meme depicting President Trump as king of the jungle and told reporters to stop the fake outrage. But something unusual happened. Republicans started publicly condemning it. Senator Tim Scott, the only black Republican in the Senate, chair of the GOP campaign committee, called it the most racist thing I've seen out of this White House and said Trump should remove it. Congressman Mike Lawler of New York, one of the most vulnerable Republicans in Congress, called it wrong and incredibly offensive and demanded an apology.
And that's what got it taken down? Pressure from his own party?
By mid-morning Friday, Senators Pete Ricketts and Roger Wicker, close White House allies, had joined the calls for Trump to apologize. Wicker, who chairs the Armed Services Committee, wrote, "This is totally unacceptable. The president should take it down and apologize." Just before noon, 12 hours after it was posted, the White House blamed a staffer. Quote, "A White House staffer erroneously made the post. It has been taken down." A White House advisor told reporters the president was very let down by the staffer who put it out.
So Trump himself didn't know about it?
That's what they're claiming. But Trump has a long history with this. Just last year, he posted an AI video of Obama being arrested in the Oval Office. He shared doctored images of Hakeem Jeffries wearing a fake mustache and sombrero, which Jeffries called racist. And, when asked about his social media habits in 2015, Trump said, "I retweet for a reason."
Has Trump apologized?
No, neither has the White House. And notably, the top two Senate Republican leaders, John Thune and John Barrasso, have refused to comment at all.
So some Republicans condemned it, but leadership stayed silent.
That's the split. The vulnerable members in swing districts spoke up. Leadership did not. The video is gone, but there's been no accountability. And the question hanging over all of this, if a staffer actually did post it without Trump's knowledge, who was that staffer? And why do they still have access to the president's social media accounts? Meanwhile, history was being made on the other side of the world. The 2026 Winter Olympics officially opened tonight in Milan.
Oh, this is the one with the NHL players, right?
Correct. For the first time in 8 years, the world's best hockey players are competing. Team USA's men already opened with a 5-1 win over Czechia, but Friday was all about the ceremony, and it was spectacular. Mariah Carey performed, in Italian, calling it a dream come true. Andrea Bocelli sang Nessun Dorma from Puccini's Turandot, 20 years after he appeared at the Turin closing ceremony. And this Olympics made history. Kirsty Coventry of Zimbabwe became the first female president of the International Olympic Committee to open an Olympic Games.
And the torch?
The Olympic flame travelled 75,000 miles over 63 days, carried by over 10,000 torchbearers through 60 cities from Olympia to Rome. And for the first time ever, there are 2 Olympic cauldrons, one in Milan, one in Cortina, symbolising the game's dual host cities.
Who's carrying the flag for Team USA?
Speed skater Erin Jackson, and figure skating fans, Ilya Malinin, the 2-time world champion who can do things on ice that shouldn't be physically possible, makes his Olympic debut Saturday. But we need to talk about a story that's heartbreaking. For the past week, the nation has been gripped by the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie, the 84-year-old mother of Today Show anchor Savannah Guthrie.
She was kidnapped from her home?
That's what investigators believe. Here's the timeline. January 31st. Nancy has dinner with family. 9:48 p.m. Her family drops her off at her Tucson, Arizona home. 9:50 p.m. The garage door closes. And then, silence. At 1:47 a.m. on February 1st, her doorbell camera disconnects. 25 minutes later, at 2:12 a.m., motion detection software picks up a person. But there's no video because the family didn't have a service subscription. At 2:28 a.m., her pacemaker app disconnects from her phone.
And nobody noticed until the next day?
Almost 12 hours passed. The family checked on her just before noon on February 1st and called 911 at 12:03 p.m. Blood was found on her porch. DNA testing confirmed it was Nancy's.
What about the ransom notes?
Multiple notes have been sent to news organizations. The FBI says they're investigating the legitimacy. One note demanded payment by 5 p.m. on Wednesday. A second demanded payment by February 9th. The FBI has made one arrest, but it was for an imposter ransom demand, not the real kidnapper. Nancy Guthrie has serious health conditions. She needs medication that can be fatal if not received within 24 hours. The sheriff said she could not walk 50 yards by herself. There's a $50,000 reward for information, and Savannah and her siblings have made tearful video pleas, begging whoever has their mother to make contact.
This is awful. Any suspects?
None publicly identified. President Trump said he spoke with Savannah and is directing all federal law enforcement resources to assist. But as of tonight, Nancy Guthrie has been missing for 6 days, and her family is still waiting. Finally, the economy. Amazon just cut 16,000 corporate jobs in January, bringing the total to 30,000 positions eliminated in 4 months.
30,000 in 4 months. I thought tech was booming again.
Amazon's profits are up, way up, but the company is reshaping itself. CEO Andy Jassy has been pushing for what he calls fewer management layers, less bureaucracy. Internally, executives are framing this as operating like the world's largest startup.
So they're cutting managers?
And engineers. The January cuts hit AWS, their cloud division, including teams working on Bedrock, their AI service competing with OpenAI. They hit Redshift, their data warehouse. They hit Prime subscriptions and last-mile delivery. Software engineers are flooding internal Slack channels looking for new roles. Beth Galetti, Amazon's head of HR, sent a message to staff trying to calm nerves. She said this won't become a new rhythm where we announce broad reductions every few months. But she also said teams will continue to make adjustments as appropriate. That's corporate speak for more cuts are coming, just not all at once.
And this is connected to AI?
Partly. Jassy has publicly said AI will eventually reduce Amazon's workforce through efficiency gains. But executives insist these cuts are about reshaping culture, not replacing workers with machines, yet. US employers announced over 22,000 tech job cuts in January alone, according to a new Challenger report. Amazon accounted for 16,000 of them.
So the world's largest startup is also the world's largest layoff machine right now.
For now, affected US employees get 90 days to find internal positions, plus severance and extended health benefits if they don't. But the message is clear. In the AI era, no job is guaranteed, not even at a company posting record profits. That's where we are tonight. A president posting and deleting racist content about his predecessor, an opening ceremony in Milan that actually felt hopeful, a family desperate to find their missing mother, and 30,000 people learning that in tech, growth and job security don't mean the same thing anymore.
This was a lot. Thanks for breaking it all down.
Thanks for being here. Stay curious.